Alright guys, AMC just went green on the day. We're only about 2 hours into trading, but there are some things that I want to go over, including Citadel's 13F filing is now out for AMC stock. And this is very interesting. Something that I want to talk about, more validation that the shorts, specifically the large shorts, have not covered on their short positions. But overall today, guys, let me remind you, we were down over 3%. We have since made a recovery back to positive. So the bullish trajectory, the bullish sentiment is definitely here to stay. And today, regardless of this 3% drop and this big move to the upside, now positive, this is showing you guys this momentum and this rally is still continuing and is still on the table, potentially leading to a major gamma squeeze towards the end of the week, as all of these call contracts that have ran into the money have to finally be fully hedged for. So we're going to go over everything else you guys need to know. Stay tuned, get into the Citadel 13F filing as well as other 13F filings. So let's get into this video. Hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you guys have not already, check out the sponsor of this video, which is Moomoo. When you use my link down below in the description of this video, this is the best promotion for free stock on the whole entire stock market. You guys can get a free stock just by signing up. Deposit any amount. It could be 1 penny, get an additional free stock. And if you deposit $2,000, get much more highly valued, 3 much more highly valued stocks upon doing that. So in total, you can get up to 5 free stocks and up to $3,500 a piece. So definitely check that out if you guys have not already. But let's go over what is happening today with AMC stock. And like I said, we were down about 3%, down to about $41.32. Found a bottom here and then continue to rally back up to the upside pretty much right away when we did hit $41.23 per share. Now currently at $42.68 per share. Obviously it's a bit volatile today, so you guys may see a different price by the time you guys see this video, but everything is applicable no matter what the price is for AMC stock. Now let's talk about something that is helping to boost AMC a little bit higher today. And this is definitely going to be this. AMC to begin accepting Shiba Inu coin for payments within next 4 months via BitPay CEO. And this said, this tweet from Adam Aaron says, "Attention, SHIB Army. Our friends at BitPay decided to support Shiba Inu specifically because I asked. So AMC can take Shiba Inu for online payments of movie tickets and concessions. At AMC Theaters to be the first BitPay client to accept Shiba Inu. Timing 60 to 120 days. This is a wow." So this does a couple things. This shows that management, when they want to do something, when there is support from the shareholders, they are still following through with what shareholders want to do. That is a positive thing. They are doing what they say they are planning to do. That's always going to be a positive thing, no matter if it's AMC or the next stock. And on top of that, there is a large following behind Shiba Inu as well. So it's not necessarily to say that this is going to drive a lot of revenue to the business of AMC, which it possibly could, but it's more just a hype and a FOMO type catalyst. And that is the one thing that AMC is lacking at the current moment, is that FOMO catalyst. Because keep in mind, the volume that we are seeing on any given day, there is like no FOMO in the stock. You're only seeing in between, 20 and 40 million for volume. Most days in between, about 32 and 35 million for volume. That is just people buying and holding the stock, and some people, your average apes, buying in on a regular basis, or hedge funds buying stock or shorting stock on days that we see low volume and a significantly down percentage day. You're seeing a lot of short selling. When you're seeing positive days on low volume, you're seeing slightly more buying. So there's not too much activity going on in general. There's certainly not those FOMO buyers that are coming in and just buying the stock and buying the options because there's a catalyst or a reason to do so, which to a certain extent there is, because we have a lot of good news, but no one big thing that is mind-blowing that is driving people into the stock. And that is ultimately a positive thing, because if we are holding up and climbing on low volume, once that high volume comes into the stock, like I've said many times, that's where you see those big moves. So I think once they do finally accept Shiba Inu, that is definitely going to drive some level of FOMO buying into the stock. That is going to get more publicity, and that should drive people to the stock. Now, let's talk about Citadel's 13F filing, and we did get this did come out yesterday, I believe late last night, because I did not see this in the video that I made. You guys can see Citadel Advisors, there are 3 positions in AMC. They still own 33,000 shares, and they actually decreased this by 75%. So they did sell out of some of their long positions, and they did sell out 40% of their put position. You guys can see right here, now down to an equivalent of 5 million shares worth of a put position. And their call position, they increased by 19.81%. So it looks like they're beginning to be a little bit more bullish on AMC as far as their call position, but they did sell out 75% of their shares. So that is something that is notable right there. Only 33,000 shares at the current moment. So they're still relatively neutral, increase their call position, decrease their put position, but decrease their share position. So I shouldn't say neutral, it's more skewed to the bearish side because they sold so many shares, but still very interesting what they are doing here. They've moved around more money than a lot of these other larger 13F filings, or like BlackRock, Vanguard, Renaissance Technology. They've done kind of the opposite of what those firms have been doing, and it's weird to look at this and see that their call position has increased almost 20%, but we'll just have to wait and see how this does pan out. They've certainly not covered on their short positions in large. Their put position is not necessarily a short position in general. So that's the situation with Citadel's 13F filing. As well as that, you are seeing more filings that are coming out, a lot of put positions that are being liquidated, and that is a directionally bullish trade. A couple call positions here and there, and a couple smaller long positions, but the overall picture here is still incredibly bullish. Let's pull up AMC on MarketBeat, and let's see exactly how much money is flowing in and out of AMC. So let's see this. Institutional filers, $717 million worth of shares that have been bought, $33 million worth of shares that have been sold. That is still a better ratio, or pretty much equivalent to what we've seen in Q1 2020 before the last rally. So it definitely much more bullish activity than bearish activity. That is just a given fact at the current moment. Now, let's just go over the Ortex status, since we are just going over everything here. And the estimates, they're just wrong. So the exchange reported short interest as far as October 29th was 18.5%, shorted shares at about 95 million, and the release date was November 9th. As far as the estimates, I don't even like to acknowledge that, but 16.26% short interest of free flow estimates here, not accurate numbers, and 83.4 million shares that are sold short. And then share utilization is at 81.56%, so going down, meaning there's more shares available to be sold short. Free flow out on loan at about 18.02%, and days to cover at 1.52. All of this information, these estimates, they're not very accurate. Take a look at the days to cover back here from the exchange reported short interest data, and that was at 2.66. That is extremely high, showing you guys there's low volume, people are holding on to the stock, and if all of these 95 million shares wanted to be covered all at once, it would take 2.66 days to do so. So this is directly telling you guys that we are prone for a short squeeze at the current moment. Now let's pull up the Stock Tracker data. Let's get a feel of what kind of number of contracts are going into the money today. And there is a lot of option activity. Holy crap, this is blowing up. 243,000 calls that are now out of the money. That is completely ballooned even since yesterday. And in the money calls at 45,000. 1,000. So you're seeing a lot of option activity. This can definitely lead to a substantial gamma squeeze by the end of the week if we do continue to go higher. Now with AMC, we are up about 0.5%. So watch for that break above $44 per share. If we get that break, we're going to get more momentum. And then obviously at about $48, that's going to be a more psychological resistance level. And then ultimately $50 is likely to be that resistance level. But if we look at this on a more broader sense, something that I've pointed out many times is that earnings pattern that we did see back in August. We are playing out the exact, literally the exact same day. Green candles both on earnings, last earnings and the August earnings. Two significantly red days like you see right here, two red candles. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 green days now with AMC stock. That's exactly what we see right here. Very obvious to see. 4 green candles and then a slight pullback only, and if we were to measure this here, it would be, you know, down to about $43 per share. If we do hit $45 per share, and then continue on next week with a major rally through with a high volume day. So we'll see if that does exactly play out, but we could just continuously just go up every day for a while. So I don't think it's going to play out exactly the same. So far it has, but I do expect this just to be a more gradual rally to the upside, and then we will get that big day that just sends a lot of people FOMOing into the stock. So that's basically all for this video. We covered a lot, Citadel 13F filing, as well as this big catalyst, big announcement from AMC accepting Shiba Inu. So drop that like on the video, consider subscribing to the channel, all of that good stuff. Like I said, if you guys have not checked out Moomoo, check that out. You guys cannot go wrong by doing that. That is now my favorite brokerage, 24/7 news, and that's key. If you're a trader, if you make trades on other stocks or want, you know, not really recommendations, but insider information, not insider information because that's obviously not something you should be trading, but you guys get the idea. Analysts, you get all this news that is free and it's very fast, and it's helped me make quite a bit of trades at the current moment. So check that out if you guys have not already. Other links for free stocks, links for the buy and sell alerts if you guys want to be notified every time I make a trade. You guys know the deal with that. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.